Hi everyone, this is the Legendary R back again with more. This time I'm going to be doing another Beyblade unboxing. This is going to be for BX31 Tyranno Beat. Or at least the BX31 Random Booster Volume 3. This one features Tyranno Beat as the prize Beyblade, and as you can see, it's Asia 6 and up, Takara Tomy. There's the Asia channel sticker, which is great for me. I tried to basically clear out this part to see if there was any anime character, and for some reason Shinobi Shout and I did see a video, and Shinobi Shout didn't have an anime character, and then Tyranno Beat's box also doesn't have an anime character. I have no idea why it's like this, but the anime character that owns this Beyblade is called Rex for Tyranno Beat, and I can't really say much about him because I'm behind on the anime, and the anime just showed him as the time of this recording. So yeah, not really much to say about Rex. But either way, basically this whole random booster comes with a brand new bit called Q, and Q stands for Quake. And then we also get a new, we get kind of a new ratchet, which is 470. First time we get 470, like on the, this is the first time that we get the 70 height for the 4-side ratchets. And then we get Tyranno Beat, which is a brand new blade. And now, let's get into the unboxing. Before we get started, I want to say, if you want to support this channel and get Beyblades for yourself, please go to some of the links in the description. Some of the links lead you to Beyblade sites like Mall of Toys and Bays and Bricks. And for all those links, they're actually meant to kind of support the community, and you can also support the channel in the process whenever you buy from those sites. So if you want to support me in a financial way, you can use my coupon code or click the links in the description. The coupon code is called the Legendary R. 5% off on Mall of Toys, 7% off on Bays and Bricks, and 10% off on bulk dominoes. So if you want any of those things, then feel free to go to the links in the description, or just basically use those coupon codes at checkout for those discounts. And if you want to support me in a non-financial way, you can like, comment, share, subscribe. All things help a lot. So thank you, I appreciate it. And my goal is 30,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So let's get to it. And now, let's continue the video. I know I kind of did go through that a little bit fast, but that's because this unboxing isn't a normal unboxing. Oh wow! By luck, I actually just kind of guessed the prize Beyblade. I guess we're going to do this one first then. So here is the prize Beyblade, which is Tyranno Beat. I hope I'm holding it right. Yeah, this is Tyranno Beat, the prize Beyblade. And I know this might not be the best way to do things, but this is the first one that I picked up, and this is the first one that I got. So this is basically Tyranno Beat. There's a prize Beyblade. And here is the bit. The bit is called Quake. Basically, Quake is a really interesting bit where not just the color is weird, because the color doesn't really match anything else for some reason, but this is also kind of like a slope design, where you have this little nub at the top, a little bit of a nub at the top, and then just kind of slides down to the bottom like a mounting, pretty much. So it's like this part kind of reminds me of gear flat, and then the other part kind of reminds me of like a low flat or regular flat, either one. Kind of like a mix between all the flat bits. It's basically, Quake is basically all the flat bits, except this thing actually jumps. The idea is that it's supposed to jump around. Kind of like a Tyranno jumping, I guess. And then here is the ratchet. The ratchet is called 470. 470 is a new ratchet, and is exclusive to Tyranno Beat at the time of this recording. I think there actually is another 470 in here somewhere. I think it's on Drawn Dagger, so you do get another 470, thankfully. And here is the blade. It's called Tyranno Beat. I forgot to mention that the newer blades actually have this little like a circular hook thing, and that means that there will be less stress on the plastic, which is great. But there you go, Tyranno Beat. It looks interesting, really interesting. I like the gold there. That's unique. And I think T-Flame Blader, which is one, like he's a Beyblade YouTuber that I watch, he basically found a way to make Tyranno Beat strong against, like really strong against Wizard Rod. So I'm excited to see how Tyranno Beat does in the tournament pretty soon. But yeah, that's Tyranno Beat. I can't really say much about it because I didn't launch it or anything. I just kind of opened up everything and then put them in the random box. First one's Tyranno Beat. Second one. Oh, second one is Drawn Dagger. So this is Drawn Dagger and it has the 470 on it too. So the blade is called Drawn Dagger. Drawn Dagger originally came out on the Drawn Dagger deck set. Drawn Dagger deck set it's actually the only way to get Rush right now. So it was the only way to get Drawn Dagger and Rush for the longest of time. So now we finally have another way to get Drawn Dagger. So if you wanted one for competitive reasons, now you have one, which is great. That's the easy way to get Drawn Dagger if you really wanted it. And then here's the ratchet, which is 470. 470, like, it originally came out in Tyranno Beat, and we get it twice because of Tyranno Beat in this one. So now you have another 470 if you needed it. I wouldn't really recommend it though. Like competitively, I wouldn't recommend it because of 470, like the four-sided blade, the four-sided ratchets being easier to twist or burst. And then here's the bit. It's called Point. Point originally came out on Leon Claw, so yeah, there you go, Point. Point on Drawn Dagger is actually a good combo. Point on Drawn Dagger is actually a good combo, so this combo is competitively valuable if you do want to use it right out of the box. And here is the next one. Next up is, okay, Rhino Horn. Okay, so the next Beyblade is Rhino Horn, 580, and then Quake. So here's the blade. The blade is called Rhino Horn. Rhino Horn. This is our very first reprint of Rhino Horn, and this time is in a purple and pink kind of color scheme, a little bit of white, which is interesting. I didn't expect this color scheme, but I like it. It also kind of reminds me of Shinobi, of Knife Shinobi or Shinobi Knife, either one you want to call it. That's going to be released under Hasbro. So I'm excited that, kind of glad that we got a chance to kind of get Knife Shinobi early in terms of that. But either way, I like it. I like this recolor. It's unique. You don't really get pink Beyblades anyway, so I'll take it. Like a pink or purple Beyblade, well, I'll take it. 580. 580 was originally on, I think it was on Wyvern Gale first, so it's great to have this because now I can put on my Wyvern Gale. Pretty nice. And 5 sides are hard to burst then. Oh, 580 was on Viper Tail first. Never mind. And 580 was on Viper Tail first. And it's actually good competitively in terms of burst resistance. So if you want a 580, then this is the way to get 580. 980 is actually another good one too, if you want a taller height ratchet for your competitive combos. And here is the bit. The bit is called Quake. This is our very first time seeing Quake alongside Tyranno Beat, so there you go, another chance to get Quake. I like the combination. It's weird, but I like the colors for it. Next Beyblade is, oh, Shark Edge. Next combo is Shark Edge. 160. Quake. So this is the third Quake. There's only 3 Quakes, so this is our third Quake. So here's Shark Edge. Shark Edge originally came out on the Shark Edge Random Booster, which I will do an unboxing for soon. But this one is black. Black and white and red. Pretty nice. Kind of reminds me of the Lego Ninjago movie, but that's just me because I'm former really big Lego Ninjago fan. But there you go. Shark Edge. Shark Edge looks really nice in this color scheme. Then here's 160. 160 originally came out on Draw and Buster, so this is our second time getting 160 in case you wanted it for whatever reason. I guess it's nice to have, but I don't know. I think it's just pretty much made for Draw and Buster, so I can't really think of anything else to use it for. Then here is the bit. The bit is called Quake. They already kind of went over Quake, but yeah. Seems like it'll be aggressive, but we'll test it out and then I'll tell you my thoughts more. Next Beyblade is... oh, Tyranno Beat. This is the green Tyranno Beat, which is a secondary prize if you want to look at it that way. So this Tyranno Beat is in green. This Tyranno Beat is in green. I like it. Looks pretty nice. I like the design. The design kind of reminds me of like a club, if you've ever seen like a club weapon before. It's pretty interesting. And then the green, I like the green over the red personally, but we'll see. We'll see which one looks better when it's spinning. And then here is the ratchet. The ratchet is called 360. Yeah, 360. 360 originally came out on Drawn Sword, and it's really great competitively, so if you want to use 360 for some reason, there you go. I think this combo in general is pretty much good, though, like right out of the box. And then here is the bit. The bit is called Spike, which originally came out on Rhino Horn. Rhino Horn, Spike is known to not be a good bit, but I'm pretty sure it might be good on Tyranno Beat for this one. Final one. Kind of obvious which one it is now. Final one is Hellchain, the blue Hellchain. So this Beyblade Hellchain originally came out on, well, the blade itself came out on the Hellchain deck set. And that was the only way to get Hellchain for the longest of time, until now. And the design of it is supposed to basically be able to take on Beyblades at any height, so there's some blades that are lower and some blades that are taller. And these multi-height blades are supposed to kind of hit the ratchet at the bottom if you were battling a lower Beyblade, or kind of defend itself at a lower height. And then the taller blades are supposed to kind of defend itself at a higher, like a taller height. Pretty interesting, to be honest. I like the purple flames though, that's really unique. And here is the ratchet. The ratchet is 980. 980 originally came out on Sphinx Cowl, and now we have a 980 here. So when I was talking about 980 earlier, 980 and 580, both of these are probably the best ones to use if you want to have a taller height Beyblade, so keep that in mind for tournaments. And here is the bit. The bit is called Orb. Orb is a good bit, so if you get this Beyblade just out of this random booster, then you're pretty much set. You're pretty much set in terms of a competitive combo, so this is good to just kind of keep in mind. You could basically just take this one out of the box and then bring it to a tournament, then you might win pretty good with it. You might want to have it in a lower height, but that's just my personal opinion, and that's it. Now, let's do some test spins and test battles. I don't know if I'm just going to test spin all of them or not, but let's get to trying, I guess. Drawn Dagger. Okay, that looks pretty nice. It's an orange color. You don't really see many orange Beyblades unless it's a stamina type, so kinda nice seeing this one. Rhino Horn. Okay, Quake. I forgot about Quake. I forgot that it's on Quake, so that's kind of your first chance of seeing like a light launch Quake. Kind of interesting, to be honest. I like the colors though. Next one is Tyranno Beat. Okay, it looks nice. The green looks really nice to me, personally. Next is Shark Edge. Another chance for seeing Quake. Yeah, Quake seems like it's good for self-KOing so far. But yeah, Shark Edge looks nice to me. Here is Hellchain. I like it's a blue and purple color scheme. It kind of reminds me of Aquario a little bit. Just a little bit. So, yeah. Pretty nice. And here is Tyranno Beat, the prize. Okay, now I finally gotta get launched with it. So, unlike all the other times, I won't really use this Tyranno Beat, but I will be battling the other Beyblades against basically a similar combo. Basically, I'll remake this combo, but with other parts, so that way I don't use this one. Okay, so this is Tyranno Beat, kind of my rushed. It's like a rushed combo for it. Let's see how it does against Hellchain. Okay. One hit KO for Hellchain. Okay, now I'm battling Draw and Dagger. 3, 2, 1, go shoot! Okay, Draw and Dagger wins the round with the spin finish. Go. Whoa! Maybe this is the idea of Tyranno Beat. Okay. Yeah, I guess this really is the idea of Tyranno Beat. Burst finish. Strong Dagger wins it round with the burst finish. Yeah, it's battling Shark Edge this time, so let's go. 3, 2, 1, go shoot! Okay. Tyranno Beat wins it round with the over finish. Okay, Rhino Horn is next. Go, shoot! Rhino Horn wins that round with a spin finish. Okay, so now I basically did every battle except Tyranno Beat versus Tyranno Beat, and now I'll tell you my thoughts on the set overall. I guess I should do one battle with Tyranno Beat's other combo, so that way you can kind of see how it performs, just a little bit. So this is the other prize, Tyranno Beat. Go, shoot! Okay, there's your answer. Okay, in all seriousness, I'll do it again. Go, shoot! Okay. Yeah, Drawn Dagger is just too good. So what do I think of Tyranno Beat? The combo, like the actual stock combo right here. So Tyranno Beat itself is actually a Beyblade that is pretty unique, I'd say. I only say that because the Quake bit is pretty crazy. Quake itself, it basically, it's off balance, yes. But whenever it does catch the extreme line, it catches it really good and it gets a really good extreme dash. And those extreme dashes lead to pretty crazy KOs, knockouts, well, not just knockouts, but also extreme finishes, and yeah, that could be really crazy sometimes. But it can also work against you, where if you're actually jumping around too much, then you might get your ratchet hit, and when the ratchet is hit, then you're pretty much close to a burst sometimes. Especially if you have this 4-sided ratchet. It's basically like you're leaving yourself exposed, pretty much. And if you tilt launch it, I didn't try it, but I don't think that tilt launching will help at all. But yeah, that's just me. Then the 470 ratchet, I think the 470 ratchet is just okay. I wouldn't really recommend 4 sides in terms of a tournament. So maybe it's just for fun. Maybe that part's just for fun. Who knows? And then Tyranno Beat itself, I haven't really used it extensively, but Tyranno Beat itself seems like when it gets those good hits, it gets really good hits. Like it's able to kind of knock Beyblades around, hit really hard, and whenever it hits really hard, it just it wins. So yeah, I'd say Tyranno Beat. It takes some more testing, but Tyranno Beat is the main thing that I see being valuable out of this whole combo. So what do I think of this whole well, who do I recommend Tyranno Beat for by itself? So for Tyranno Beat by itself, like the prize, or at least the blade, I feel like you should just get the secondary prize instead of the whole combo, because the secondary prize has a better combination overall. You get better parts, and I guess the main reason for the prize is just because of the colors. But yeah, it's like the actual prize is the one that's not the best. I recommend the prize Tyranno Beat 470 Quake for people that want to have fun or for collector's purposes. I don't really see much competitive value in it except the blade, so keep that in mind as I go forward. Now in terms of the full set of the random booster, I would recommend it for people that want to play for fun or need the collection or competitive. I know that's kind of the same thing. I know that's kind of like saying that's great for everyone, but it's actually not. So for fun, you don't really have too many things that would be fun with this except probably the Quake bit, because of how crazy it is and how random it is. But for the competitive people, I say just buy Tyranno Beat by itself because that is mainly competitive. Another thing that could be competitive would be 580 and 980. Because these two ratchets are hard to burst. Hellchain is good. Orb is good. So yeah, there's a nice amount of competitive parts. So if you want it for competitive, I say go for it. If you want it for collectors, I say mainly the prize is good for collectors. Unless you just didn't really have any Beyblades before, then you just want more. That's what I say. And then if you want fun, Quake is fun, but that's all I can really say about it for this full set. I guess Shark Edge could be fun too. So yeah, I really do recommend it for everyone. I just feel like it kind of depends, because you might not want to use Tyranno Beat like that. You might not want to use Tyranno Beat. So if you don't really want it, or if you don't really feel like you need it, then don't get it. That's basically what I'm saying. It's like, it depends on the person for this one. It depends on the person for this one more than anything else, because it's like most of the combo is bad, but Tyranno Beat itself seems like it's good. So yeah, more testing needs to be done. But other than that, I really just say that this whole kind of set is more mixed for me, because it's like the Quake bit is just for fun. It's not really competitive. And then there's so many competitive parts with it, so it's really confusing for me on who do I recommend it for and stuff like that. So it's really just mixed for my overall thoughts. So I recommend it for everyone, but I know that this won't be for everyone. So that's just how I'll say it. So like if you want, share if you want, and subscribe to become a legend in the making. See you next time, bye, and we are proven to be legendary. Stay legendary.